So there's more stress, because if I stressed you right now, for example, it'd be a very different matter if you were by yourself and nobody to share with than if a friend of yours next to you says, hey, how are you feeling? As soon as they ask you how you're feeling, your stress level goes down. So the lack of connection leads to increased stress. And there was a very interesting Australian study that showed, they looked at a number of women who had lumps suspicious for breast cancer, so they had to have biopsies. And they put these women through a psychological questionnaire before the results came back. And after the results came back, it turned out that if a woman was emotionally isolated, that by itself did not increase the risk of that lump being cancerous. Similarly, if a woman was stressed, that by itself did not increase the chance of that lump being cancerous. But if a woman was stressed and emotionally isolated, the risk of that lump being cancerous was 9 times as great as the average. And the physicians and the scientists who did the study, of course, couldn't understand this, because they said, how does 0 and 0 add up to 9? 0 effect, 9? What? But to go back to our example here, if you, my friend, were stressed right now, which means there were high levels of stress hormone in your body, cortisol and adrenaline, but a friend of yours next to you said, hey, how are you feeling? Do you want to talk about it? Your stress level will go right down. But if you're emotionally isolated and you were stressed, then your cortisol level will stay high for a long time, and cortisol suppresses the immune system, which means that a malignancy is more likely to develop. Which means that cancer is not the disease of the individual.